It's a widely known industry secret that the vast majority of people, hovering around 80%, scroll through their social media feeds with the sound completely muted. Because of this overwhelming trend, captions have long since transitioned from being a nice-to-have accessibility feature into an absolute non-negotiable necessity for capturing attention. In this detailed walkthrough, I'm going to demonstrate a highly practical real-world workflow for generating crisp, engaging Reels captions without ever needing to live inside the native Instagram application. More importantly, I'll show you exactly how leveraging a tool like Vizard can fundamentally accelerate this entire captioning and distribution process by a factor of 10. Hello everyone, my name is Wanda, and I spend my time as a dedicated content creator and social media enthusiast focused on helping mission-driven teams finally achieve the visibility they truly deserve. If you are keen to dive deeper into the nuances of social media strategy or explore potential collaborations, I encourage you to visit my website for more detailed information. However, for the immediate future, let's set aside the business side and concentrate solely on making your short-form content creation significantly easier and much more efficient. To begin, let's quickly put to rest a common misconception. You absolutely do not need to record your video directly within the Instagram app to utilize its captioning features later on. You maintain the flexibility to film using your phone's native camera through dedicated software like OBS or any other preferred capture method as long as you export the final high-quality file. This export-first flow is the preferred method for the majority of seasoned creators because it grants you invaluable freedom to perform detailed edits, color grading, or simply take a much-needed breather between takes. Yet, here lies the frustrating reality. Attempting to manage every step manually, trimming, identifying the absolute best 30 to 60-second highlight, adding captions, resizing for various platforms, and scheduling will rapidly consume your entire valuable week. This is precisely the critical juncture where a powerful automation tool like Vizard steps in to seamlessly take over the heavy lifting. Let me guide you through a genuinely simple yet incredibly common content creation scenario to illustrate this point clearly. Imagine you have just finished recording an in-depth interview, or perhaps a comprehensive software tutorial directly on your mobile device, and you save that pristine high-quality video file. The next step involves uploading that entire raw recording directly into the Vizard platform for initial processing. Once uploaded, the integrated artificial intelligence immediately begins scanning the complete footage, diligently searching for those highly engaging, viral-worthy moments. This AI searching for things like genuine moments of laughter, critical insights, or the exact instant when an interviewee shows a strong reaction. The system then automatically edits those key segments into several distinct, highly snackable video clips that are immediately ready for posting. You can literally watch as Vizard proposes 5 to 10 separate short clips, each one perfectly formatted and inherently positioned to perform well on social feeds. Crucially, the AI takes this a significant step further by auto-generating accurate captions for every single one of those proposed clips. This caption generation capability is an absolute game changer because, as we all know, the presence of good captions is the direct differentiator between being instantly scrolled past or actually being watched through to the end. Shifting now to the actual Instagram interface, once a perfectly trimmed clip is exported from Vizard, you proceed to upload it into the familiar Instagram Reels composer screen. After tapping next and perhaps making a final minor trim, you will locate the well-known emoji or smiley face icon situated near the top, which is the gateway to caption settings. While Instagram will certainly attempt to provide its own automatic transcription service, there are two vital points you absolutely must keep in the forefront of your mind. Firstly, Instagram's native transcription engine frequently struggles and occasionally butchers the accurate spelling of proper names or specialized industry slang. Secondly, if your goal involves maintaining consistent polished branding across all your content, controlling the font, color palette, and placement is inherently easier within Vizard before the final export. Vizard empowers you by offering a selection of professional caption-style templates, allowing you to instantly choose a bold, highly readable look for maximum impact. You can preset important details like background contrast to ensure legibility and select a safe placement area so that crucial text never gets obscured by UI elements on the final viewing screen. Speaking directly to placement strategy, a fundamental rule is to never position your captions in the lower third of the screen where Instagram overlays usernames, like counts, and the comment button. Studies on viewer behavior show that people's eyes naturally gravitate toward the center and upper portions of the screen when actively watching Reels content. Therefore, you should aim for a mid to lower third position that sits comfortably above the obstructive UI lines, but consciously avoids crossing directly over any speaker's face or key visual information. Be aware that if any part of your caption extends past the platform's designated safe indicator lines, it risks being partially or completely cut off on certain mobile devices. Fortunately, Vizard's built-in preview function clearly illustrates these vital safe zones, allowing you to make precise vertical nudges to your text before the final export even occurs. If you absolutely choose to add the captions later within the Instagram app itself, you must at least manually position them inside that designated safe area and meticulously double-check every word of the transcription. Because a transcription error that turns your professional name into nonsensical text will instantly make your otherwise great content look surprisingly sloppy to the viewer. Let's discuss another highly practical application. There will be times when you only want captions displayed for a specific portion of your overall clip. For example, you might want a short, impactful on-screen title or a branding sticker during the initial 2 seconds, followed only by captions for the actual spoken part of the dialogue. Both the Instagram Composer and Vizard offer the capability to set precise in and out timestamps for your subtitle tracks, giving you granular control over visibility. Within Vizard, you gain the power to trim that caption timeline with extreme precision, ensuring that text only materializes exactly when you intend for it to be seen by your audience. Furthermore, you retain the ability to layer your own custom text elements on top for crucial branding messages or a clear call to action within that same segment. You also have the option to specifically choose to hide the auto-generated captions entirely for that particular introduction segment, making the entire clip feel much more deliberate and less haphazardly assembled. Let's nerd out for a quick moment on the critical aspects of accuracy in the editing process. Because automated captions are undeniably improving, but they are certainly not yet infallible. Therefore, you should always dedicate a moment to quickly skim through the entire generated transcript to ensure everything flows logically and is factually correct. Vizard significantly streamlines the caption editing process, making necessary fixes incredibly fast across multiple clips simultaneously. You can simply click on any specific caption block to swiftly correct a misspelled name, adjust awkward punctuation, or effectively split an overly long line into shorter, more digestible units for better readability. Additionally, for creators working across diverse platforms, Vizard supports the export of standard SRT files, which allows you to upload proper subtitles elsewhere if needed. When contrasted with the experience inside Instagram, where you often must tap into each clip, wait for the transcription to generate, and then edit each line sequentially, Vizard's batch caption editor saves a significant amount of mental energy and frustration. Now, let's address the final major bottleneck in content output: the actual posting and scheduling phase, which often consumes creators' hours every single month. You could adopt a sporadic approach, manually posting 3 times per week and feeling content, or you can embrace true automation with Vizard's set it and forget it scheduling. Vizard features a powerful auto-schedule function where you simply instruct the AI your desired posting frequency and preferred time window for publication. The system then intelligently populates your content calendar and queues up the finished clips across those designated days, effectively doing the planning for you. It's smart enough to space out content that is too similar and actively works to avoid publishing duplicate topics too closely together, maintaining audience interest. Many other platforms advertise scheduling, but they are often clunky, might require separate applications for managing Reels versus TikTok, or they hide the feature behind expensive per-post charges. Vizard uniquely bundles the comprehensive content calendar functionality directly with the scheduler, ensuring your publishing output remains consistent without requiring constant manual babysitting. Let me offer a brief but necessary comparison, because this question inevitably comes up among creators discussing various tools. Tools like Descript are undeniably powerful for deep transcript editing and audio-centric workflows, yet they can become quite costly and aren't always perfectly optimized for generating many short-form clips in bulk. Kapwing is excellent for those lighter, on-the-fly edits you need occasionally, but it often imposes limitations on advanced scheduling features and multi-user team collaboration capabilities. Furthermore, some competitors market themselves as shiny all-in-one solutions, but frequently force users into paying extra fees per video export or make you manually select every single clip you want to use. Vizard's true strength, or its sweet spot, lies in combining that incredibly effective AI-driven clip selection with complete integrated control over your entire publishing calendar at scale. Even with all this technology, it is essential to remember that nothing truly replaces the final, crucial validation of a human eye overseeing the process. Always scroll through the clips the AI proposes, take a moment to tweak the 1 or 2 that need perfect refinement, and confidently let the artificial intelligence handle the remaining massive bulk of the labor. Allow me to share a few essential, practical tips that I share with every creator I work with regarding caption presentation. First, always strive to keep your on-screen captions broken down into very short, easily digestible chunks because long lines are nearly impossible to read while someone is rapidly scrolling. Aim to break your sentences or thoughts every 2 to 3 seconds maximum to match the natural rhythm of fast consumption on these platforms. Employ strong visual contrast in your styling. Think light-colored text placed over a semi-opaque dark background for supreme readability, even when viewed on a bright outdoor phone screen. Vizard allows you to set this specific high-contrast look as your persistent default style across every export, saving you from setting it up repeatedly. A crucial visual rule is to strictly avoid covering any significant visual cues, such as faces, important product shots, or on-screen slides, with your caption boxes. If necessary to maintain the message, feel free to slightly crop the video area or reposition the entire caption container to an area with less visual clutter. Always meticulously check for brand names and colloquial slang, as auto-transcription services have a known tendency to mangle these specific words, leading to viewer confusion. A quick 1-second manual edit here prevents significant confusion later down the line and maintains your professional credibility. Finally, if you've recorded a long-form interview or detailed session, utilize Vizard to extract numerous distinct clips from that single source file for your content calendar. One single, comprehensive recording can easily be leveraged to fill several weeks' worth of consistent, engaging short-form posts across your entire feed. I also want to highlight a particularly efficient workflow that I personally favor for maximizing content yield with minimal daily effort. Begin by recording that entire long session, whether it's a podcast, an in-depth interview, or a step-by-step tutorial, and immediately upload the resulting file to Vizard. Allow the powerful AI to scan everything and automatically isolate those highly emotional moments, the very best actionable tips, the genuine laughs, and the key aha realization points. Export those selected clips with the baked-in, perfected captions and your preferred preset visual style already applied to every segment. You can then drop them into the Instagram Reels composer, perhaps adding just one final, playful layer of unique text or an engaging sticker for extra personality. Even better, simply utilize Vizard's auto-schedule feature so you genuinely don't have to think about posting for the next several weeks, completely freeing up your mental energy. This strategy of maintaining a consistent posting pattern is what effectively trains both the platform algorithm and, more importantly, your waiting audience to expect your content. The absolute best part of this entire streamlined system is that you have avoided spending frustrating hours manually editing every single clip from scratch. As a final procedural note, if you do feel the need to make minor touch-ups to the captions after exporting them from Vizard, that option remains available to you. Instagram still provides a caption editing function within the Reels composer and also accessible via the edit menu after a post has officially gone live. However, I must reiterate that making substantial changes directly within the Instagram environment is inherently more cumbersome and slower than finalizing everything within Vizard beforehand. For this reason, my strong recommendation is always to finalize all substantive caption edits in Vizard and reserve the in-app Instagram editing only for very minor cosmetic tweaks if absolutely necessary. So, to quickly summarize the core, time-saving workflow we covered today: film outside the app, upload the raw footage to Vizard for processing. Next, allow the AI to intelligently pinpoint those absolute golden clips, carefully tune the final captions, and perfect the screen placement of the text. The final action is to either export the ready-to-go clips immediately or simply let the powerful system auto-schedule them for consistent delivery over the coming weeks. Remember these key takeaways. Keep all your captions concise, ensure they live comfortably within the designated safe zones, and always double-check that transcription for accuracy. Adopting this refined workflow saves you precious hours every week, ensures your content looks undeniably professional, and dramatically boosts the chances that a viewer will stop their endless scrolling, which, let's be honest, is the entire fundamental point of being here. If you found this breakdown valuable and would like me to walk through a completely real recording next time, showing the raw interview upload through the final scheduling step live, please drop a comment below right now. Be sure to also tell me what specific type of content you create so I can tailor the next walkthrough perfectly to your needs. Until our paths cross again in the next tutorial, please keep creating amazing things, keep those captions firmly turned on, and for now, peace out.